Hello and welcome. Kim Knight here from kimknighthealth.com, and I'd like to welcome you to my YouTube channel. Now, do you know that a lot of illness actually does not have a physical cause? And that in fact, emotions, stress, and trauma, when we track back to the root, are very, very often found to be the root cause of the physical symptoms. Now, if this is the first time you've heard of this type of approach, I know it can sound really, really strange, but I can assure you it is true. Do you also know that everything that happens to you in your life is stored inside you? And this is why there is a saying, give me a boy until he's 7 and I'll show you the man. Now, in my 12 years of working with hundreds of clients, what I have seen in every case, bar none, is that if we have unhappiness or illness, either as a child, as a teenager, or an adult, if we track back to those first 7 years of life, we're going to find the root causes, because all our programming happens in those first 7 years. In fact, even earlier, in the first 3 years, because during that stage, our brain is in a theta state and we're sponging everything up from our environment, and we're unconsciously creating our beliefs and our patterns, our thinking patterns, our emotional patterns. Everything is set up in those first formative years. Do you also know that right now, literally millions of people around the world are missing their life? And this is why every year there is a Millions Missing Day, because so many people with the conditions like chronic fatigue, fibromyalgia, post-viral fatigue, burnout, adrenal fatigue, and lots of other conditions, they literally they've had to give up their life. And these are the people that I want to help. So symptoms are not a mistake. This may also be a new thought or a new thing to ponder and consider. When you're ill, do you think your body has made a mistake? Because I can assure you the body is far too intelligent to make mistakes. What we have to do is we have to identify and work out, why has my body become ill? And then once we identify that and we clear the root cause, then our body, which is a self-healing machine, will heal itself. So what do? I help people transform and improve their lives through self-mastery. What I love to do is to show people how they can become the master of their own life, of their mind, their emotions, their physical body. This is what I love to do. And one of the reasons that I'm called the Kiwi Health Detective is because I help people in 90 minutes to drill down to the root causes of these chronic long-term health conditions. So it may be something like chronic fatigue, fibromyalgia, or irritable bowel, or depression, some chronic long-term illness, or it may just be unhappiness, or it could be that you've had some niggly pain in your shoulder or under your rib that you've had for months and years and it just won't go away. I can assure you there's always going to be a reason. We just have to find it. So how do I do all this? How have I come to be able to do this? Well, my own personal journey plus lots and lots of professional training. So for myself, I was diagnosed with chronic illness when I was 28. I was diagnosed with clinical depression, and several years later, I was diagnosed with chronic fatigue. And in fact, if I look at my whole life, there were many signs before that illness was building up. And this often happens, but we miss those clues. So I had to go through a journey to find out, okay, what is creating these symptoms? And I was actually unable to work for 10 years while I searched for answers. And I got to a point where I thought maybe I'm never going to get better. And I sold my house and traveled the world to find answers. And I found those answers. So this is what I now share with people. Everything that I've learned over 25 years, I just love to share all the best and juiciest information to help you transform your life. So it's been quite a journey. I worked out that overall, to date, it's cost me over $2 million in everything that I lost through losing 2 homes, my car, my savings, everything. But I gained so much. I gained an understanding of what creates illness and unhappiness at a very, very fundamental level. And that has been a huge gift, which I can now share with others. So, how can I assist you? I see people privately. I speak at medical conferences and actually many other conferences. I travel the world teaching workshops. I teach corporate seminars, and I have online e-learning programs where you can learn a lot of what I have to teach people at a much more affordable price than my one-on-one coaching. Now, if you want to know more, just check out my YouTube channel. You can subscribe. You can check out the various playlists. You can also sign up to my e-news on my website and get updates on events and trainings. And you can check out my free weekly webinars. So to finish with, just want to share that your body is the ultimate self-healing machine. It is absolutely incredible. It is designed to heal itself, but we have to learn how to use it. Often we've not been given the manual. And so we have to learn, how do I interpret what my symptoms are telling me? How do I put all the pieces of the puzzle together around stress, trauma, emotions, beliefs, behaviors, lifestyle, diet? All of this has to be taken into account, and all of this is possible. And by the way, did you know that a human being, if we don't damage ourselves through unhealthy behaviors and lifestyle and thinking patterns and trapping emotions inside of us, do you know that our natural age should be around 100 to 150 to 175 years? We have a long way to go and a lot to learn. If you'd like to know more, please visit my website, kimknighthealth.com.